Area of circles. Area equals pi r squared. Pi times the radius times the radius. Now, Mrs. Harpwood has a saying, when you'd say pi r squared, she'd say, no, pi's are round, cobblers are squared. Now, that was to help students memorize it. Okay? It's not necessary to the formula, but it helps you memorize it when you have certain little sayings and stuff. Right? And that was 12 years ago, and I still remember it. So, pi r squared, no, pi's are round, cobblers are squared. So let's find the area of these two circles. We have one with a radius of 9 millimeters, or 9 meters in this case. So my formula is pi r squared. So I take 3.14 for pi. I times it with the radius squared. What is 9 times 9? 81. Right? 9 times 9. 3.14 times 81 gives me 254.3 meters squared because it's area. Now, let's look at this one. Someone raise your hand and tell me, is that 15 feet? Is that a radius or a diameter? Mrs. Nelson? It's a what? It's a diameter. Okay, what does the formula use? Nicole? What is the formula? Does the formula use diameter or radius? It's pi r squared, right? What is r? Is that radius or is that diameter? Radius. So I need to find the radius of this circle. What do? Divide it by what? 2. So 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. Or 17 or 7.5, right? Okay. Because a radius is half of the diameter, remember that? So now what I do is I take 7.5 squared and I times that with 3.14. 7.5 times 7.5 is 56.25. That times 3.14 gives me an area of 176.6. Remember, it rounds to the nearest tenth. Okay, this is 0.625. That rounds to 6. This is feet squared because it's area. Now, this 7.5 right here, okay, don't forget, it's not 7.5 times 2. It's 7.5 times 7.5. Okay? Any questions? Alright, what you need to do is draw these two circles and write use pi. So I need to find area using pi of this circle right here, right? So 8.2 is my radius, so I have to square it, and I have to times it by pi, which it's in terms of pi, so we just leave the symbol. So 8.2 times 8.2, 67.24, it rounds to 0.2, so 67.2 pi centimeter squared. This one has a diameter of 12. I need to know a radius, right? What would the radius be if the diameter is 12? 6. All right, we divide it by 2. So 6 squared times pi. What's 6 squared? 36. So my answer is 36 pi inches squared. Any questions on that? This gives you area. Right, so I would write A equals 78.5 feet squared, and then R with a question mark, because I need to know my radius. So here's what you need to do. When showing your work today, this is what you need to do in a problem like this. You need to write the formula. Area equals pi r squared. No, pi's are round, cobblers are squared. Right? Now you plug in what you know. I know my area. It's 78.5. I know pi, it's 3.14. I don't know my r, right? So, Blaine, what do I need to do to get r squared by itself?
Divide by 3.14.
Divide both sides by 3.14. $78.5 divided by 3.14 is 25. That gives me r squared. What do I need? R. So how do I get r squared? How do I get r out of r squared?
Divide by 2.
No, because it's r times r, right?
Divided by 25.
No. How do we get rid of a square? No, it's r times r. It's not r times 2. No. You guys remember?
Get it by itself.
Yeah, we need to get it by itself.
Put another x on it.
No. No. How about square root both sides? Because the square root of r squared is r, right? Square root and square cancel each other out. What's the square root of 25? 5. So my answer is 5 feet. Easy enough, right?
So it's r equals 5 feet.
Here's your assignment. 1 through 5. Use terms of pi. Use the symbol. Okay, 9 through the rest. Use 3.14.